Welcome everyone, Crazy here. Dead by Daylight just announced a teaser for their brand new chapter. Here's that trailer. As you can see, the killer seems to be some type of cyborg or robot killer. Because of this, many people jump to the conclusion that this could be a Terminator chapter. This does make sense because they have already collaborated with Terminator in their other game Death Garden. That being said, I don't believe that's the case here. My reason for why I do not believe this is licensed is because at the end of the trailer, we see that the name of the chapter is Tools of Torment. Typically when we have a licensed chapter, the name of the chapter usually goes along with the license. For example, the chapter that brought us Pinhead was aptly named Hellraiser, and so on and so forth. Another reason why is because at the end of the trailer, we see that for the trademarks, all there is behavior. Typically they would have to show the rights for whatever licensed chapter this is. In response to this, many people pointed out that in the trailer we see this logo here, and this looks a lot like the Skynet logo. The only problem is when you compare them side by side, you see that they are in fact different logos. Now that I've said what this chapter isn't, I think it's now time to say what it is. And what I believe this is some kind of android or cyborg killer that is an original chapter, and that it would use the skull as either a type of weapon or a trap, or it could even be the head of the killer itself. We also see in this frame here that there's a schematic for some type of strange box. This could probably be something that the survivors will have to interact with, or the killer. Also, right after revealing this, Dead by Daylight tweeted this tweet here. This really makes me wonder if this chapter could be inspired by their brand new game, Meet Your Maker. They do have the rights for it since they made the game, so it's entirely possible. It's also really worth mentioning that Meet Your Maker has an art style that is very robotic and has a lot of mechanical characters. Whatever this character is, we'll apparently see more of it on February 15th, so stay tuned for that. In other news, Dead by Daylight also released a brand new developer update. I'll go over quickly all the things they say. Red Forest will be getting a brand new visual update. This is great to hear because many other maps have been getting the same treatment, so it's great that Red Forest is finally joining them in that. Behavior is also implementing a feature that will eliminate the possibility of two map offerings being played twice in a row. This is great news because now we won't have to worry about playing the same map over and over and over again. I'm sure many of you experience the same thing and it's very annoying when it happens. Eruption and any means necessary will also be getting perk changes here. Feel free to pause the video here if you want to see all the specifics. But to sum it up, Eruption is getting nerfed, and that's great news to hear because I know a lot of survivors were talking about how it wasn't fair for them, and honestly I'm great to hear that they're getting this. Also in very exciting news, we are going to be getting multiple Haddie skins. A lot of people were asking about skins for her, so I'm really glad that we're finally getting those. They also announced in this same segment here that they are increasing the amount of people working on skins in the studio. This means we'll be getting more skins and be getting them at a quicker rate, and maybe even hopefully getting some higher quality ones as well. This is very exciting. I did also want to cover some older news that I have not been able to cover, and that's the Marie skin for the Dredge. Here's a picture of them here, pretty cool. Anyways, that's basically everything for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. We will be getting more news February 15th, so stay tuned for that. I'll try to upload that as quick as I can, but no promises. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day and stay safe in the fog.